Message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too. They're
obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Able to fight through 1 tackle. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jet. Now Hall to start the drive. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. Now an injury timeout, and that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lazard will go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and the
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he's across midfield to the 48. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Bears just cannot buy a break as they remain winless at 0-10 on the year. Finally, on Monday Night Football, the showdown in the Lone Star State. Texans and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium. We were treated to a solid 1st half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Adams the man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 10. A minute 46 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Rodgers to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Another try, second and 10 now. To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Back to throw, Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra. Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory. Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean, partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory. So for Indianapolis, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Good night, everybody.